Hello, everybody that's paying attention to these um, I guess voice messages I'm leaving on YouTube. Um, if I just want to say something is I have a gift, and I have a gift of looking into the future, and in 2001, the gift that I have was my dreams become real. Um, I never ran into anybody else, and I never questioned people. Do your dreams become real? The only time I asked them was after this happened, after they did witchcraft to me, and I talked to several people and go, well, do your dreams become real? Because mine did, and I just had a gift. And in 2001, I had a dream or a vision that I was going to run into witches, and I really didn't know what to do. The vision that I had was I was in a 70 Chevelle that I had painted blue, and I'm at a castle, and I run into these witches. Well, what happened was, in this was in 2001. This was my dream, and in fast forward to 2014, when I was talking to Mercedes Terrell, well, she was at Hearst Castle on Facebook, and I had finished helping my cousin build a 70 Chevelle that I had painted blue, and I ran into her, and I didn't know she was a witch, and if I could go back in time, I probably should have gone to church, and I probably should have prayed and prayed and prayed every weekend, man. But at the time in my life, I mean, I'm like 28 years old at this time, man, and I could look into the future because I had that gift. Um, I've had it since I was 15 years old, and it's just a gift that I had. And so in 2001, I couldn't figure out. I'm at my apartment in 2001, and I really couldn't figure out, where these witches were going to come from. Was it going to be in real life, or because of the Facebook and the internet, it didn't even exist. I think it was barely coming out in 2001. There was no MySpace or anything like that. It was barely coming out. Um, so I remember when I first woke up from my vision. It was a Saturday or Sunday morning, and I was like, "Oh fuck, man! I'm gonna run into witches." I remember turning on the TV. This is back in 2001, and I sat on my couch, and I go, "Fuck, man! I'm gonna run into witches in the future, man, and they're gonna injure me." I didn't really know what to do. Like I said, I had this gift of looking into the future, but I just didn't. It was a gift that I didn't really quite understand. I didn't understand it myself. All I know is that I could look into the future, and it's just a gift that I had. um, so in 2001, I there was no picture phones back then. There was just regular you know regular phones. That there was no iPhones, and there was no picture phones. They didn't even exist. Because I remember in that era I had hung out with Adam Sandler at the Laugh Factory, and I remember taking my camera, and I didn't even take a picture with him, with Adam Sandler, and I got to hang out with him for like 15, 20 minutes at the Laugh Factory, and so I remember taking courses in college, and this dream just really bugged me, man. It just So one day I sat down and I go, I got to figure this dream out, man, because it was really, really bugging me, this dream, and it was a vision that I had, and the reason why I know that it was going to happen was because the dreams that I remembered were the ones that came true. So that's all I remembered. I mean, people have dreams, and they have a lot of dreams, but the ones that I remembered are the ones that became true. That's what I was learning when I could look in the future. And I wasn't really a person that really wanted this gift. It's nothing that I wanted. I'm not making this up. So the only thing that I figured out was, man, it's got to be something. It's in 2001. I said, man, it's something of the future. It's future technology, and it's got to do with cell phones. That's what I had figured out. I remember going to sitting. I remember I got out of in the fuck, man, I'm fucking suffering. I got out of class, and I remember driving to my apartment, and and I remember sitting in front of my apartment. I go, man, I gotta figure this dream out, man, because I'm gonna get fucking injured. They're gonna injure me. And I was trying to go deeper into my dream. I was trying to figure out what parts that I remembered. I just remember that I was gonna run into two witches. So in my dream I ran into two witches. I'm in a '70s Chevelle and I'm at a castle. Well, in the real world, what happened was Mercedes Terrell is a witch. And she's with Jade Bryce. I don't know if she's a witch. That bitch Mercedes Terrell was at Hearst Castle, and I had just finished building the '70s Chevelle, which I posted on my Facebook page. And well, in 2001, I'm trying to figure out my dream because I'm looking into the future, and I'm like, fuck, what is the parts that I remember from this dream? It's a dream that I had, and I'm trying to remember what it was. The parts that I'm remembering, and I'm sitting in front of my apartment, and the only thing I told myself was, it's something of the future. It's future technology, and it has to do with phones. That's the only thing that I could figure out. So all I told myself then in 2001, I go, I need to stay off the future phones because it's something in the future. So I'm gonna just stick to these analog phones. And I go, well, I'll just stick to these phones. I mean, there's all I need these for is just for work. I mean, that's all I need them for anyway. To get when people call me and for work. But with these iPhones that came out, man, they're just an addiction, and it became an addiction. Everything. From video to phones and Facebook, and everybody's on them. I mean, doctors are on them. Everywhere you go, man, people are on them. And I regret being on these iPhones, man, because I had forgotten about that dream I had. The years went by. From 2001, we're talking, 17 years ago, that I had a dream. And the bitch did witchcraft to me, I would say, around 2014. Man, I am fucking suffering, man. I haven't slept in 2.5 fucking years. I'm suffering from. I can feel demons in my home. I have a demon that moved in my body, and I can feel it moving every now and then. It fucking drives me up the wall. When I go to work, I'm seeing fucking visions of people, and then they're not there, you know. And this is how I'm living. I'm fucking. They fucked up my life, man. And you know, some days I think back. I go, man. Well, I let it happen in a way because I had the vision and I knew it was going to happen. I should have taken more precautions, and I probably should have gone to church, or I just probably should have got a tattoo on my finger that said "Remember your dream," because that's what I used to write on my hand. You know, remember your dream. I used to write it all the time, and I just forgot about. You know, over the years, I just forgot about this dream, man, this vision, and I should have had it tattooed on my finger. That probably would have saved my life. You know, like I say, some days I think I go, man, I let this happen to me because I knew it was going to happen. I had the vision in 2001, and man, in my dream, there's a witch in there, and she's fucking pissed off, and there's two actually witches in my dream, or two girls. One of them's pissed off. In my dream or my vision, I'm talking to that girl, and I don't know what pisses her off, but she does witchcraft to me. And in the real world, well, it was Facebook, and I should have never gotten off Facebook, man. I just look back and I go, I should have never gotten on Facebook. I mean, it's a place where you're just telling your life, and I'm here, I'm there, and it became it's like a tour, I'm here, I'm there, I'm a picture, I'm at the beach, I'm over here, and it's great. It's a great tool to have, man. But had I known that they could do black magic witchcraft, I don't even know if I would have gotten a Facebook. I highly doubt it. I am suffering every fucking day, man. I am fucking suffering.